So I'm out here at one of my favorite spots to fish, and it is completely frozen over. I think there might be some spots over there that I can fish from, or that it's kind of thawed out, but it's pretty stiff. But I have a backup plan. Stay tuned. So I kind of figured that the pond would be frozen over, so I do have a backup plan. I'm going to be adding some structure and some forage to the pond. For structure, I'm using my Christmas tree. For forage, I've got a little over 5 dozen Rosy Red Minnows. I went to a couple bait shops today. Couldn't find any shiners or Fathead Minnows, so Rosy Reds are going to be what I'm going to be using. So I tried throwing the Christmas tree, but I must not have had a good grip on it. That's to be my excuse. I didn't have a good grip on it. I tried throwing it out there to see if it'd slide across the ice. It slid a little bit, but not really that far. I guess I'm not the He-Man that I thought it was. I broke through the ice. It's probably honestly, an inch thick. And I have the bag of Rosy Reds acclimating right there in the water. Probably should have made a little bit bigger hole, but I'll work with what I got. Alright, so you're probably wondering, how is a Christmas tree and Rosy Red Minnows going to help out this pond? Well, I'll tell you. So, it's my understanding that this pond has never been stocked by a person before. So that's pretty cool. But there is a pretty good amount, a nice population of bass in here. The biggest bass I've ever caught in here so far has been 2.8 pounds. So that's like what, 2.5 pounds. So that's pretty cool. There's a couple different areas for structure in this pond. The reason that I am adding this Christmas tree in there is that I want to create a new habitat or a different place in the pond for these fish to kind of congregate around. I'm not really sure how much longer this pond is going to be frozen over, but whenever it does thaw out, my Christmas tree is going to sink. And it'll slowly start to decompose, like not necessarily the pine needles on it, but the woody material on it. The wood material is going to decompose on it. It's going to help create an algae bloom. And little microorganisms are going to be hanging out around it, eating off of it. And the forage fish, minnows, and bluegill and shad are going to hang out around it, trying to hide from the predators. And then the predators, in this case bass. And I'm not sure if there's catfish in here, but for the sake of this video, I'll just say bass and catfish are going to try to kind of stay around there because that's where all the minnows and the rest of the forage is. Us as anglers like to target structure. Why do we target structure? Because that's where the fish are. Whether it be trees, rocks, brush, under lily pads, grass, whatever. That's where the fish are going to be because that's where their food is going to be. As I was saying, I'm adding structure to this pond because I'm pretty sure I'm the first person to ever put structure into this pond. So I put structure into this pond. It's going to help out the forage, have a place to hide, and it's going to help the bass and any other kind of predators try to eat. So as far as I know, the bass population in this pond is pretty healthy, but I'm not 100% positive about bream. I don't really think there's a shad population in here. And I haven't really seen that many minnows in this area. As you can see, this is the only area that I can really fish from because it's the most open. So I haven't really seen a lot of minnows in here. I think they're more deeper into that way and over there in that corner because there's more structure over there. But since I have this Christmas tree over here, continue to keep on stocking the pond with forage, specifically Rosy Red Minnows, Fathead Minnows, maybe shiners, and then quite possibly shad. Not a lot of shad at first because I know that they can spawn pretty crazy, but it's kind of an experiment, if you want to call it that. This is an experiment to make my own honey hole.
A few moments later.
So I know that I said that I wasn't going to use the water from PetSmart or Petco. I get them all mixed up. Wasn't use that water in this pond, but I don't have a net with me, and it was a whole lot easier just to pour the water in there because the water kind of pushed through the muck, and now the Rosy Reds went under the ice. There's like literally like 5 dozen of them. I don't know how many of them are going to survive in this certain situation because of how cold it is, but whenever it starts warming up, I'm going to keep putting more Rosy Reds in here, more Fatheads and more Shiners. So, thanks for watching today's video. If you liked it, comment, subscribe, and